Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to The King's Speech. So we're going to dive straight into it here with Akane-Banashi, Story 32, Yasaka-Tei, with story by Yuki Suenaga, art by Takamasa Moe, translation by Stephen Paul, and lettering by Sneer Aron, and Rakugo supervision by Keiki Hayashiya. So you see Hisumi Akane kind of like wringing out a cloth, and she's like wiping down some floors, taking out some trash, and she goes, "There. Now all that's left is you have, hey, new Zenza." And you have a, And you see Kuriko Anisan. It's like, "I hear you're starting today?" Nakane is like, "Yep, today is my first day backstage. My performance training is about to begin." It's like, "So, now your Zenza training is starting in earnest." It's like, "That's right, but in the Arakawa school, you can rise to Futatsume as long as you fulfill the requirements." So you have Futatsume promotion requirements is 50 Rakugo performances, Kodan, which is historical stories, music and dance, and taiko drums. It's like they say Kaisei reached Futatsume in just 2 years. It's like, "I'm going to catch up to you soon, Ani-san." She's just kind of smirking at him. He's like, "Not in 100 years, baka." He's like, "Go on, get back to work." It's like, "Sir, yes, sir." He's like, Guriko's looking all serious. It's like, "I know you'll be working there, but there's a rule that you can't get into the performance as a trainee without an invitation the first time. Get in touch with the person at this number. It's another Zenza who'll be working alongside you." She's like, "Huh? Oh, for God's sake, I literally just saw his name, Karashi. I will never forget. I will never remember Snake Bro's name." And she's like, "It's you." It's like, "Oh, Karashi Noodlemeyer." He's like, "Do I look like a snack to you? I'm Karashi. Plus, I'm not Neremiah anymore." When a Rakugo joins a school, they take on the school's title as an honorary name. So he went to Brickheads, or not Brickheads, Rectangle Heads school. It's like, "As Enso Sanmate's apprentice, my name is now Karashi Sanmate. On top of that, I started as an apprentice 2 months before you did. I've been working backstage for 1 month already, and I'm older." He's just kind of looking down at her going like, "So I'm your senpai in every regard. That Rakugo world runs on seniority, so speak to me with a tone of like respect." You see Akane just kind of just laughing. He's like, "What does that look for?" It's like, "No, it's just, you know how it's always such a relief when you know at least one person in your place." And he's like, "No? You think you know me? Listen, I'm..." And Akane is like, "I'm looking forward to working with the Karashi." He's like, "What did I just say about respect?" It's like, yeah. "Listen, do you know what kind of place this is?" It's like, "Yes, I do." It's like, "Ueno, Asakusa, Shinjuku, Ikebukuro. There are 4 places within Tokyo where you can see Rakugo perform noon or night pretty much any day of the week. A Joseki Entertainment Hall." I feel like those are also major train center stations, aren't they? And it's like, "And this is one of them. The Yasaka-Tei Performance Hall." And you see there's just like a bunch of slips with like names and signs up on the entrance. It's like, "It looks incredible. It's like we've been transported to another time." And he's like, "There's a reason for that. Yasaka-Tei was built in the early Showa era, the 20s or 30s. It's recognized as an official cultural property." Kane's like, "Oh, wow. My master said to me..." Sorry, that thing that's Karashi going, "My master said to me that all the giants and greats of the past developed their skills on this stage. That this place is packed with the blood, sweat, and tears of Rakugoka." And you see kind of just like shivering in anticipation as she sees this giant Rakugo hall. And Karashi's like, "Don't just stare at the stage. Come on, let's go back." It's like, "Yes, sir." It's like, "Here's the backstage area. Put your stuff behind the kimono rack." It's like, "Got it." And as she does, she sees someone just kind of like hunched up, hiding behind there, and she lets out a scream. And he's like, "Huh?" It's like, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you like that. I was just taking a little nap." And you see this big-looking dude with his unknown kenpute. Yeah, and, "Oh yeah? So I'm busting my butt out there as a tate, and you think that's your cue to slack off? You have tate?" It's like, "Tate Zenza. That's the leader of all the Zenza working backstage. You have a..." You have this guy with like the blonde, what's that, like the coiled, curled up hair look, whatever that's called. Thug punk looking guy going, "Don't underestimate me, punk." You have a Asagao Konjukate. You have a, huh? Who are you? You have a, when Rakugoka thinks back to Kyoga. I'm just terrible with names today. Kyoji telling her, when Rakugoka meet, the junior greets first. He's like, "Oh, that's right. I'm not an amateur anymore." Nakane goes, "It's nice to meet you. I'm Akane Arakawa. It's an honor to make your acquaintance." Before she says acquaintance, he goes, "I know of you. You caused a big stir last summer. You're that teenage girl Rakugoka Master Isho's trying to promote, right?" And Nakane's like, "Err." And she hears this. He's like, "In the Rakugo world, your accomplishments as an amateur don't earn you any special treatment. When you join, you're a Zenzo like everyone else. And I make the rules here. So stay in line and know your place. Got it, little Miss Arakawa?" Alright. So we're setting the stage. Get it, setting the stage for the next arc. I wasn't expecting the mini time skip so quickly, but I guess you have to kind of move the pace along to kind of get through her training, given like the time periods and stuff for how long it takes and everything. So not a huge complaint. So it feels, this is something I didn't like really pick up on like until I went back to look at it. It looks like Guriko has some kind of beef or history with Kaisei and the fact he reached Futatsume so early, so I'm curious what that's all about. I was not expecting Karashi to come back into play so soon, but I guess it'll be interesting to see kind of how he's changed and developed in that 8-month period, especially because he's apparently started as an apprentice earlier than Akane did. So I'm wondering, curious to see if this is going to be like his chance to show off for her now. So that'll be interesting. I like that we get like a little bit more like historical like tidbits and facts about Rakugo and like Rakugo performance and all that. Like I like that's like kind of like a little bit of not really world building, but kind of like info, I guess, that we're getting about Rakugo. So appreciate all that. Again, the art is just phenomenal, especially the part where like they've like recreated. I don't know if this is an actual hall, but they've recreated in such like perfect detail. It looks so real. So shout out to who's the art by? Shout out to Moe-san. Like exceptional work with that background there. But yeah, looking forward to what this is gonna say. Like it looks like we're meeting like all the apprentices and like people from the other training schools and stuff as well. So again, interesting to see like all their different styles and specialities and all that. So it looks like we're having the asshole like thug guy is going to be giving Akane a hard time. So it'll be interesting to see like how that whole conflict relationship goes. But yeah, last couple of chapters have just introduced like a boatload of new characters, just throwing them all at us. It's going to take me a while to memorize them all, but honestly, like just banger designs for all of them. Yeah, cannot wait to see where this arc is going to be heading from here. But yeah, with all that said, I think that's about the number of videos I'm going to do for today. Like I mentioned at the start, I am planning on getting through Akane-Banashi this weekend, so I think next couple of days will be 4 or 5 chapters a day, and then I should be hopefully caught up so that when Jump comes back from break next week, I will be fully caught up with the series and I'll be able to finally start doing weekly reaction reviews. So look forward to that. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, especially pushing all those little buttons. Really helps out a lot because it tells the algorithm that my videos are worth promoting, which in turn means I can get more subscribers for the channel and kind of continue making content. So if you'd like to help me out with that would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.